Welcome, Sagittarius, to your September 11th through the 16th reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. 11th through the 16th. This message. This message for the beautiful Sagittarius. Right there. What we got going on here? Ooh, little doubts and a little worries. It just feels like somebody's got you disappointed. What the heck? Let's see why. We are in Mercury retrograde, so anything is possible. Okay, let's see why they've got you in doubt and worry right now. Aware of the toxic behavior that they're doing, being a little manipulative, and guilty of being so. And you know this. You're not manifesting on that right now because the magic didn't happen, not wanting to take their cups, but having the Ace of Swords. Wow. So you do have a fresh new start coming. Right around the 13th. Fully aware of the situation. The Sun. Ooh, and two cards coming out. I'm not going towards them because of the Hangman. You're going to meditate. There just feels like there was some kind of discussion or plan that was taking place that was in a reconsideration because they had manipulated the situation, and then it became depressing. If they had reconsidered on something and they had manipulated the whole scenario, then you could see that as being, untruthful. I see that the devil is actually being a lie, like something untruthful. The toxicity was something untruthful, something that shouldn't have happened. Some kind of reconsideration that they had done just out of the blue. Could have even been some kind of opportunity that you were going to have. I just feel like they made up a lie. So much to the point where you might even be asking yourself with the Four of Cups, why? Why did they do that? It might have even been some kind of collaboration within a relationship, maybe even at work, where they were supposed to do something and they didn't fix it. They were getting recognized about the situation. They were moving fine, but then all of a sudden they became underdetermined to actually want to do what they were supposed to do. They may have some kind of lie or ghosted you about the situation, or you ended up ghosting. You're going to end up ghosting them. With the Queen of Wands, there was still a lot of courage and a lot of it's almost like it was one of those things where it shouldn't have happened, but they just decided to pull out of the situation. But you were very self-assured about the situation, that everything was going in that favor, but it just didn't happen. No wonder it feels like you're asking the question, why? Why did you do that? It was like a switch up. All of a sudden, they just kind of pulled out, and they don't want to do what they're supposed to do. Yeah. So it might even make you feel like you lost something, or that they got away with something. Maybe they even got away with not being truthful about the situation, but there's some kind of brewing that's going on within the situation. They kind of closed the door on that situation where you thought it was very passionate. When you thought that the magic was coming and everything was taking action where it's supposed to be, guys, all of a sudden it feels like the door just closes. It just swings shut. And they did that, though. But it also feels like because they either manipulated something to make it happen, and I say they, sorry, I always make it sound like past tense. It's just the way I read things. it's actually going, more than likely going to happen, or maybe it kind of already happened. You're in the middle of it right now. To me, it always looks past though, because just the way it is. But with the Nine of Cups over here, it's something that you really want to be satisfactory about the situation, guys, but they're withholding the situation. Now they're not going to come towards you. So you know they're not going to come towards you, though. I think you know this. The King of Cups in the middle, you're saying you already shut the door. And if you don't know it now, you're going to know it, because what's going to happen is they're going to say no, because this is where the plans were supposed to take place, and I've reconsidered, and now I'm not going to offer that at all. No offering at all. It's going to make you think, well, okay, now I'm kind of at a crossroads. What am I supposed to do? If you just keep planning and keep discussing the situation, but you're not going to do that, and you're going to slam the door shut, then what is the point? So if they were supposed to sign some kind of contract or do something of this nature, they've pulled out and they're not going to do this, right? So there's going to be huge miscommunication through the situation, and it's just because they're not going to talk about it. They don't really want to talk about it too much anyways. So where you feel like you're kind of rushing into something, they're going to slam the door and they're going to say, no, I'm not going to do that. But see, they already kind of doing it right now, right? Because you already know that they're letting it go. They're causing some kind of, hey, if you just surrender, and they back you into a wall over here and you're saying, well, what I'm going to do, you're not sure how that's going to work out. You're going to have to find some kind of resolution. The resolution's going, with the Ace of Wands, you're going to have to find some kind of resolution. There's the resolution. How funny. Okay, so you're going to have to find some kind of resolution to the situation of where you're thinking about, how is this going to work? But the only resolution you're going to find is some kind of creative thought that's coming through the Ace of Swords. Might even have to go backwards a little bit, guys, to think, what if I would have done it this way and I would have taken your advice to begin with? Whoa, that's for somebody. And then you can say, I'm going to revisit the past a little bit, because you know what? If I'd have just done it this way, this wouldn't have happened. But because I allowed you to have all this control, this is where it all fell through. Now I'm disappointed, because now you've not only backed out, you've kind of lied about it or manipulated it, to make it to where it was no hopes. You gave me something that was hopeful, and then you took it away. So then it becomes very complicated energy. But the thing I like about it is you're not showing any insecurities about the situation. If anything, all of the things that are opposing you, you're stepping into the plate over here as the Queen of Wands, saying, no, because I'm going to get more creative about the situation. Maybe you have some kind of backup plan. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Well, yeah, because then you go backwards to say, well, this is the way it was going to go, this way. Yeah, because, oh boy, the Page of Pentacles upside down with the Page of Swords upside down with the Magician, you're saying, because I know where the magic can happen with the Sun. So it does feel like wherever the disappointment is, or the laziness, maybe it's even laziness, however it is, there is this energy where you're saying, well, the expectations of what's happening threw me for a loop, but I can actually get out of this by making new conversations, revisiting the past a little bit within my thoughts, and then fixing the situation, and then becoming the leader over here, and you have the blessings. Wow, yeah, because you're going to travel right back to that. So whatever it is that's going on, you're saying this is something important that I can actually get done. I'm just going to take the reins and travel back to it. Yeah, you're just going to take the Death card, though, because now you're going to have to let go of that whole scenario where they've shoved you out the door, slammed that door shut, and you're saying that's fine because I have higher hopes that this can come down. So now you're just going to have to pay attention to the smaller details with the Sun over here showing this red, right? Pay attention to the details, so that way you can get back to, what it is that you truly want. It's not going to progress forward, guys, not at this time. So you're just going to have to maybe take a little bit of a self-sacrifice with the Hangman, get motivated into what you're doing. This will cause you to become a little more calmer in the situation, though, too, because you'll say, that's fine. You know what? You didn't pay that overdue credit card. You let it go. That's fine. I'm going to do it this way. So however it is, whatever it is, you're going to have a more creative expression going on over here with all the fire, that's saying that I can jump to where I need to jump without jumping to full conclusions about the situation, because I'm not going to allow you to disappoint me any more than you've already disappointed me. So getting back into the passion, the creativity of where the goals need to be going, right? You can get yourself back on course, and you're going to. So there's more hope over here. You're just going to have to pay more attention to the details with Three of Cups. This will actually set out some more joy and more excitement and more growth within the situation as it's coming underneath these swords over here and sitting on top of the Hangman. Unfortunately, there is going to be some kind of self-sacrifice, to have to do so. Self-sacrifice pretty much is just having to revisit the past and say, hey, you know what, this is what's going on. I can't believe, why didn't we just do that to begin with? But I do feel like they've been kind of manipulating the situation the whole time. So I think that's why you just kept your self-assurance. Maybe there was a point in your life over here, Sag, that you said, you know what, this could have, maybe it was a win or lose situation to begin with. Maybe you already knew that. So, hey, you know what? Maybe that's why you keep yourself so awesome over here, because you're saying, you know what? Yeah, you disappointed me, but maybe it wasn't as unexpected as, as it could have been. So, it does look like it did look like it was going to work and go through, but then they pulled the reins back and said no. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.